Welcome back, my horde. So, me and Tammy are both a little tired today. Both for different reasons. Mine's because of Koshka, who just took off like a bat out of hell there.
I woke up 3 hours before Rob.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I did go to bed like an hour after you.
Yeah.
So, not saying like, we did go to bed a little bit later than we should have. I was trying to get some videos uploaded to YouTube, obviously, seeing how it's the only place I upload stuff. But it was just going a little bit slower than I wanted it to. It wasn't going as slow as that one day.
Yeah, I was going to say, that one day was like, 12 hours? And then just as you're like, oh, I should really go to bed, it's like, doot.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I started uploading, I think, that day at like 10.
Yeah, 10:30, and it
and then
finished at 7:30 or something.
Yeah.
So.
Well, between 7:30 and 8:30, it finished. But yeah, until then, it was just like going slower than freaking anything. But yeah. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, we went to bed a little bit later, and then Koshka was playing on the bed, and the bed. It's just anytime anyone does anything on the bed, the entire bed moves. It's one of those beds. So, whenever she jumps on the bed to go play, which it's only her that does it.
Yeah, Pumpkin tries to occasionally come and crawl between us and lay down near our face.
Yeah, and that's the only one thing we tried convincing him not to do. We're cool if he lies between us. We're cool if he lays between our shoulder blades and down. But once he gets up higher, he's too fluffy for that shit.
Normally, it only really affects Rob because he's a really light sleeper, whereas I sleep like the dead. So it wasn't until the one time he did it, and I guess I was slightly stirred awake by something else or whatever, and yeah, I pushed him down. I'm like, go away.
Yeah, Tammy just like pushed him down to her hips and then held him there. And like we're just like, basically, this is where you will sleep, and I will hold you until you go to sleep.
Sleep is important.
And because I was still up that day, I woke up and I was talking to him. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Anyway, yeah, I basically, started talking to him. Like, dude, you have to just stay down here. If you just cuddle right there, we will love you. But you have to do it right here, man. You're waking up freaking Tammy. You have to go to bed. And then basically after Tammy moved her hand and like realized I was dealing with it, he did settle down. He was like, okay, I'll just lay here.
Yeah, it's like the cardinal rule. Do not wake up, Tammy. Ever.
Yeah. So yeah, there was that. But yeah, Koshka was playing, so it woke me up. Which just kind of sucks because, I wanted to get some stuff done tonight, but I probably won't get as much done tonight. It's okay. I was gonna say I did edit that. I haven't edited it yet, but I did record the next week of stuff, so that's going to be pretty good. For if you're watching Paleon, I basically am done with it for the time being. I need it to update.
Yeah, well, to be expected with an early access game.
Yep.
But it does seem like this person takes the criticism and constructive feedback.
That's what he says when I was reading it.
Yeah.
Is that, he's in early, like the guy was addressing people and saying that, yeah, this is an early access, and the reason it's in early access is because I want to build a game that people will want to play. So I want the community's feedback and stuff like that. And this is my goals, but I will be doing that over the next year.
Yeah.
And so far, I'm really enjoying the game. Like, seriously. There is definitely some things that need to be changed. But other than that, it's not too bad. I'm not sure which game I'll be playing afterwards. I have a few. So it's not like I'm going to be running into, like, not having a game at all.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm not sure exactly which one I want to jump into next. So, I have to kind of figure that out. Uh, yeah, I think that's about it for that. I think what I'll be doing is the fact that I'll be doing a weekly show again, but it will be like something I didn't stream, and then whatever I do stream, I'll just put it in the background.
Yeah. In your archives, equivalently.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
So, I kind of wanted to have a game that I played on for Saturday and Sunday, because I have it Monday through Friday right now.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know. I have to, like I said, I have to figure out what game I'm going to be playing next. Then after that, maybe I'll figure it out. Because maybe I'll do like the Kentucky Fried Chicken one that we were talking about doing a while back.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that one, and then have that one being only weekly. So I don't think that one's going to last long. But, yeah, I don't know. I know that also you and me were supposed to start a series. So, maybe we'll try that for that. Because then it wouldn't be so hectic for you, having to record so much of it. You'd only have to record, like, 2 episodes, basically. So an hour. And then I place it on, like, Sundays, for example. So, then basically we do it every week where we get a backlog.
Yeah.
So that way if we miss a week or don't feel like it that week, we can skip a week. So we'll see. You know what game I'm talking about, right? No? Okay. Project Zomboid. Because we were supposed to be playing that, and we were actually having some fun doing it. Besides, of course, dying. Tammy died like twice. She's like, fuck, I didn't do the right thing.
They have, like, a tutorial mode, but then, like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do and what buttons to click, and I'm like, I don't remember seeing this pop up, so I don't know what to do.
I think the second time, your problem was, like, you got an infection.
Yeah, and I had like ridiculous first aid, like 125+%.
Tam was like, I don't know how to heal myself. I am bleeding right now. Fuck.
Or I have an infection and I didn't have any antibiotics, or
whatever. Well, I think you got scratched and then you got an infection.
But it was the fact that I couldn't apply the first aid that I built the character around.
Yeah, so we have to figure that out.
Yeah. It looks like a fun game, and like I didn't mind playing it for the amount of time I did. It just kind of need a better... I feel like I needed more, like, this is how you do stuff, or here's like a noob pack.
Yeah.
For like cloth that you can rip into bandages, or whatever it is for that state. Like, for that stuff, so.
Why she said state is because she looked at my computer. I think the next game I'm going to be working on is Rogue State Revolution.
And you've seen gameplay of that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen gameplay of it. So, yeah, maybe I'll do that. And then if I do that, we can do the Colonel Sanders one together. Because I know that you said you wanted to watch me play that. And then, yeah, I can start doing this. So. Yeah. That may be the next game I jump into.
Not for lack of games, that's for sure. You have lots to choose from. It's just
not a lot. I have 13. I guess I have more, except I just have them like turned off.
Yeah, you have a selection that you can definitely choose from. It's just what you're in the mood for, kind of determines.
Well, and what my computer can handle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I have a couple games I can play on the back end, I guess. But yeah, so it's not like, I'll be switching between them. But yeah, so that's that. What else?
We started Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood for me doing the playthrough, where you're my co-pilot.
Yep.
But that's only on Wednesdays.
Yep.
I'm enjoying it. And I don't know if it's just because I love ripping people apart as a big Krenos. But...
The only part I don't like about it is the fact that I have to constantly try to pay attention to where the fuck you are
Mm-hmm.
to then tell you the spirits. I had the exact same problem when I played it because I had to do it for myself.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, this sucks because
Mm.
I'm always afraid that I'm missing one and then I have to play through the entire fucking game again just for that one spirit. So
That's kind of what I have issues with whenever I have to co-pilot you. It's not that I can't do it, it's just I'm trying to split my brain 4 ways to, like, my attention to, like,
yeah,
compare where you are to where the walkthrough is, whether I'm reading it or if I'm watching it, and I'm trying to pay attention to that, and I'm trying to give directions, and I'm just like, ah! It's exhausting, mentally.
no, I was also really tired that day, so. But yeah, so there's that. I know that on Monday I'm playing Biomutant. Tuesday I'm playing Technomancer, which I'm really on the fence if I want to stop playing Technomancer and play something else. Because Technomancer was not the game I thought it was. It's not a bad game, but it's just... It's going to be a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I have to pay a lot more attention to things, and I'm trying to figure out if my brain can handle ignoring certain things. Like, I need a lockpick of, like, 2, for example.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lockpick of 2. And I'm like, do I just ignore that? Like...
But the tiny OCD completionist gamer thing in your brain says, no, you must wait until you have a lockpick of 2 before you can proceed.
Yeah. And not just that.
know.
Not just that, but there's an achievement for getting to the, like, fully down one of the paths.
Mm.
And the problem is that the guy that's like or maybe it's all the paths. I can't remember if it's I think it's you have to do it for each path individually. I think there's like 3 achievements. So the guy's actually stating, like, you know, you could always just play the game and then never spend a skill point. And then when you get 25, I think is what the guy said, you can save tech up.
Yeah.
Then do the other, reload, tech over, tech over.
Yeah.
And then, you know...
That's like playing it on hard mode.
But that's why I'm not sure if I want to keep doing it because of that.
Because that's just, like, depriving you of being able to do cool stuff.
Yeah.
Just so you don't have to play the game technically, like, 3 times.
Yeah, there's also another spot where I have to save because the fact that there's a choice I have to make later on that I either have to side with Group A or Group B.
Mm.
And apparently there's like 2 or 3 of those types.
Yay.
Yeah.
I dislike it when they do that.
Yeah.
Then it just feels like they're... like,
trying to make you replay the game.
Like, I understand the replay value thing is a thing, but they've already spent however many dollars on the game.
Yeah.
Just let them enjoy the game.
Well, if it was a shorter game...
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too upset about having to replay it a couple times. But no, it's like...
when each playthrough is like 8 to 10 plus hours.
Oh, yeah, try like 16 to 20.
Yeah, then no. I don't want to sink that much time into it.
Yeah.
I like certain game styles, like... I just picked up Neon Abyss, and it's one of those, like... They say it's roguelike, so it's like... You go... You do a bunch of stuff, you kill a bunch of things, collect stuff, and then you die, and then you just start over from the beginning. So it's like the constant banging your head against a wall. But I like those kind of games, because then I can just drop it at any point. I don't have to do anything with it.
We're going to be playing Hades, actually, here soon.
Yay.
Today. Not as of recording this, but... or... I guess as of recording this, but not as you guys are listening to this. There we go. It's Sunday today.
I've been excited for this game. Because it's all about the Greek lore, and I love it.
So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to basically switch back and forth to Tammy. And we're just going to basically hand the controller back and forth and play. So I'll play until I die. Then she gets the controller, she plays until she dies, and vice versa.
Unless I would say, like, when we die, it's literally, like, not even a minute into the run, it's like, okay, mulligan. Like, That was kind of BS.
Yeah, we'll see.
I expect us to die frequently in the beginning.
Yeah.
Just because you're still trying to collect and power up a little bit. But it's just the fact that you like create relationships with other Greek gods and they give you power ups and whatnot, and it's just there's voice acting involved, which I'm excited about. I don't know why Zagreus has an accent the way he does, like a really hard accent where no one else really has that hard of an accent. But still, it's exciting. And the artwork's gorgeous. I like it.
So yeah. So like I said, Technomancer, I'm not sure if I want to keep out doing Tuesdays. I'll probably play it again. But then go from there. Wednesdays, I'm playing White Wolf games now instead of Werewolf.
White Wolf Wednesdays.
White Wolf is the actual creator of like the publishing company that makes Werewolf and Vampires the Masquerade.
Yeah,
Werewolf the Apocalypse and Vampires the Masquerade.
And they have other supernatural things like Changeling
Wraith.
the Dream.
There's actually a game.
Wraith the Oblivion.
Yeah, there's a Wraith the Oblivion game.
Nice.
I really wanted to play it, but it's VR. So that's really upsetting.
Just turns my stomach thinking of it.
Yeah.
And there's Mage the Awakening, I think, is the other big one.
Yeah, and there's Hunter the Reckoning.
Yeah. And there's an Fallen Angel one, and
yeah,
it goes into a lot of niche ones.
Yeah, it's basically all supernatural stuff, and they all work together, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so I'll be starting a Vampires story-based game, and then after we are done the Werewolf Apocalypse Earthblood, I think I'll let Tammy play Werewolf the Apocalypse Heart of the Forest, which is the story-based one that we bought.
Yay!
I'll let you play that one.
It was on sale too. Woo!
Yep. So I'll do that, or she can play that. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll switch them about. Because there's so many different endings to them. Maybe I'll play one, and then once I beat it, I'll give it to you. And you can try beating it, and then you can give it back to me, and I'll try beating it, so we get different endings.
Yeah.
And I'll try, if there's, I'll try to see if I'll look into it a bit more. But if it's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, the thing here is that you have a choice. It's easy, no mess up choices. Where it's like, at the end, you get to choose A, B, C, or D. Tammy's fiddling with her chair, so I'm trying to figure out why. Anyway, if it's like A, B, C, or D, then I'll just be like, okay, I chose A already. You can't choose A. You can pick whatever option you want to pick, but you can't choose A. But we'll see. We'll see how they work out. That's what I mean. If that will actually be a feasible thing. Thursday, I'm playing Thief Simulator. Friday, I'm playing Forza Horizon 4. Which I may play a little bit tonight after Tim goes to bed, mattering on how I feel.
Yeah.
Because at this point in time, I'm tired. It's already 7 p.m. and we're still supposed to do 2 or 3 other things today.
Meh.
So maybe we'll just skip the games that we're talking about playing, and we'll just do the Diablo for 2 hours and then Hades for the rest.
Okay.
Because that should be Hades for 2 hours.
Yeah, about that, just because I still also have to run away and cook dinner.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what I'm doing. Yay! Adulting.
I think maybe chicken wings tonight.
Yeah.
Chicken strips or chicken wings, something where you can put it in and kind of forget it and then just come back with it.
Maybe.
Chicken wings may be quote unquote easier because you put it in for an hour. We play for a Diablo for an hour and then you come just back with the chicken wings.
Yeah. The only problem with chicken wings is you usually end up having to sacrifice a hand.
Yeah, but I got nappies.
Yeah, you do. I don't.
I can give you a couple of napkins.
You wanker.
Hey. Because I always had that problem where I'm like, oh, my hands are just sticky, and I hate that. I hate that my hands are a little sticky. And Tim was like, I don't mind. She's cleaning it off with her, mouth, which I'm doing too, but it's just like, it feels like I don't get everything.
Yeah,
So
and then
if
I have that problem, I go to the bathroom and wash my hands.
Yeah, she waits till the very end. Where I'm constantly wanting to touch other things. And I can't handle my hands being sticky for long.
I suffer.
Yeah, I like, if my hands are dirty, I don't like it. I want them cleaned. If I'm working with mud, if I'm sitting there for too long not working with the mud, I want my hands cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
Where other people could just be totally cool with it. I can't handle it. But anyway, so a while back we bought me basically unscented all-purpose wipes. And I just have them sitting next to my desk.
In a little cubby hole.
Yeah. And I just grab them out, wipe my hands with it, put it on the counter or the desk, and then just leave it there for a bit. So, but I'm also one of those people who can't have stuff on his plate that he can't eat.
AKA chicken wing bones.
Yeah, chicken wing bones or anything like that. I have to actually get them off my plate. So I just grab a piece of toilet paper, which I have toilet paper on my desk as well, for blowing my nose. Because I have allergies, it's a huge thing.
Yeah, the amount of times he sneezes before he takes allergy medication is ridiculous.
So, because of that, I have the toilet paper there. I just take 2 sheets, fold it on itself, and put it on the desk, and I just put my wings on that. The dirty ones, or the empty ones, the bones.
The empty wings.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that.
Weird quirks. Yay.
Oh, that reminded me of the 2 things that I keep saying, which is the concept that when people talk about boneless chicken wings, I'm like, that's just fancy chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggies.
And then when people are talking about because Jay would, for his dinner, for his birthday, he went out and got fucking chicken tenders, and he's like, yeah, I had some chicken tenders. I'm like, isn't that just chicken strips? Fancy chicken strips?
Yep.
He's like, yeah. I'm like,
give me a whole chicken breast. That's 1 chicken tender.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like sometimes for me. 1 chicken boob.
Well, especially with when we have whole chickens like we do. Me and Tammy will, her parents raise chickens, and then we'll freeze them after killing them off and defeathering them and all that.
Them.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. They'll deal with all that stuff, and then they will to make it easier for cooking. They'll cut it in half down the spine, so you get half a chicken.
Yeah, you get 1 chicken breast and thigh, drumstick, drumette, wing.
So Tammy doesn't really like thighs that much.
The thigh meat is sometimes really oily.
So she gives me the thigh. We also didn't like it when we were getting thighs before because it had that bone that you hated.
Yeah.
Which your parents remove.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Tammy said, I'll just have the chicken breast. And her parents' chicken breasts are fairly breasty.
It's equivalently the body. I chop off the in and around the thigh, and then around the drumette, and then so that gives Rob a fair amount of meat. But the chicken breast itself is I literally will peel layers of flesh off, and I'm just like.
So yeah, it's
dip it in gravy.
So it's just a lot. But yeah, the reason I was bringing up is just the fact that when Tammy's going on about the fact that she likes her chicken breast, it's yeah, she has a huge chicken breast usually when we do that. I don't know how far we're in on this, but I was gonna say the last thing we can bring up is what if.
Yeah, we watched the first episode.
Okay, so this is spoilers now.
Ciao.
So if you don't want to know anything about What If Marvel's What If Episode 1, then I would suggest walking away now. So, if you haven't walked away now, if for some reason you're like, oh my god, I can't reach my phone, oh no. Oh, too bad. You're screwed. So, yeah, it was interesting. It was What If Peggy Carter had become Captain America.
Yeah. Or Captain Carter or whatever they call
Yeah,
it.
she was calling herself Captain Carter, which is interesting because she's got the British Union Jack.
Yeah.
But she's not going by Captain Britain.
Technically, Captain Britain is an actual character.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. It's interesting that she wasn't going with Captain Britain. She was going with Captain Carter. Like, Steve went with Captain America.
Steve's propaganda had him as Captain America.
But it was just interesting.
Yeah, well.
It was also interesting that, according to, like, the What If lore there, she would actually get the Tesseract before Steve would. Because the fact that they put him on a tour.
Yeah. Where she was kind of benched and had to just deal with, because she was a dame. She wasn't, able to do anything. And it's like, sure, you could tell that to the thick lady. That could literally crush you by just flexing.
Yeah. I also really thought it was kind of cute how her and Steve were still very flirty, despite the fact that, she had physically changed. And it didn't matter to her at all.
No, she just had to deal with her anger issues a little bit differently. Like throwing weights and bending them into a wall.
Yeah. Or, I don't think she bent the weights.
No, she embedded them into the wall.
I heard bent them and then threw them into a wall.
No.
But anyway. Yeah, no, and then the fact that because of the Tesseract power source that Howard Stark actually created a power armor.
Yeah, for Steve.
I'm not sure what the material was. I don't know if they actually ever said what the material was for the armor.
It just was indestructible.
I wonder if it was actually one of two things. If it was vibranium as well, or if it was adamantium, or if it was actually that mystery stuff that Tony makes. Because I'm pretty sure that was his father's creation.
Yeah. When he made the new element?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And
I can't remember what it's called.
Maybe he couldn't make it because,
it required a ridiculous power output.
Yeah. Where
it's possible
Tesseract gave him that.
Yeah, it's very possible, yeah.
So that would be interesting.
It kind of looked like Iron Man meets Iron Giant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all I could think of when I saw the little thumbnail thing was Superman. And I'm like, no, that was a sad movie too.
But yeah,
it was like a whole 30 minutes.
The fact that he was called a Hydra Stomper.
Yeah. His name is Steve.
Mm-hmm. Or, I know it was pretty, like, when they had gotten all that stuff, and, right before they actually had shown off, the Iron Man, I was actually saying to Tammy, I'm like, oh my god, maybe they'll actually make an Iron Man suit for Steve, which they did, so I called that. And yeah, it was also really interesting that, the other two things I was going to bring up is... what was it? I've forgotten what the two things were. I know what the last one is, but that was the last thing.
I was going to say, Bucky didn't get turned into the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to go with, like, history things, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big change as well. And...
which means that Howard Stark wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
Well, presumably, anyway. And then, yeah. It was interesting that, she didn't go crazy like any of the other super soldiers because she had the same similar mentality as Steve.
Yeah. She was always dutiful to the country, but she also understood people.
Yeah.
So. And yeah, this ending was sad.
Yeah.
For me, anyway, it was.
Yeah. Which, it's basically the same kind of concept of how Captain America was.
Except for the fact that Peggy lived longer.
Yeah, which actually, I don't know if... We never actually get told if he's dead.
To be fair, he would have had a really hard life considering all of his medical problems.
Yeah.
That didn't get fixed with the soldier serum.
Yeah.
So.
It was also crazy that it took 70 years for them to bring her back, and that Nick Fury and Hawkeye were the ones there waiting for her.
Yeah. And there was a tiny part of me that wanted Loki to come out and be like, I am burdened with glorious purpose. And I'm like, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah. No, when Red Skull said he was going to summon something to defeat them,
yeah,
I honestly thought he was actually going to summon like Thor or Loki ahead of time.
Well, it didn't really give anything in regards to like what was going to be summoned.
Well, he was hinting at it while staring at the tree.
Yeah.
Fucking I can't. Yeah, Yggdrasil. So it was hinting towards the idea that maybe it would be one of them. Plus, he was talking about.
He just called it the ultimate being or whatever, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think he just said the ultimate. I think he said the Hydra's ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
But it could have been that he was actually talking about the fact of, remember in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., when they were trying to send everybody off to that special realm that they would send people's sacrifices to?
Vaguely.
And when people actually get sent there, they usually die from the thing, and then they actually bring the thing over inside What's-His-Face's dead body.
I know what you're talking
Quake's ex's
ward.
Yeah. Dead body.
Yeah.
That being.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
That may have been what they were trying to do. Was summon him.
Quite possible.
Because that was apparently their end game at the very end of in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So.
And then there was other things. Other things that tried to come this way and get stopped. Like the Shrikes and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, anything else you want to add about it?
No, I'm just waiting for this Wednesday / today.
Yeah. Well, today for you guys. Give me a second here. I'm going to try to quickly look up.
I am looking forward to one, though. I'm looking forward to the what if Yondu picked up T'Challa instead of Peter Quill.
Yeah, I think that's the next one, but...
I just think it'd be funny. I just want to know how that gets all played out, so... And see how that changes certain characters. Because I'm pretty sure they have Craiglin and stuff like that still in it, so...
Yeah, so they don't... So the actual name of that episode was "What If Captain Carter were the first Avenger?" It does not have how many episodes. I'm trying to look here to see if I can actually find it. Holy crap! Okay, it's going to be 9 episodes. And apparently it's going to end on October 6th. So.
Okie dokie then.
And a second season is already in development for 9 episodes.
Not shocking. At all.
I think it was in development before the show was released. This episode was released.
Animation does take a while. Especially with the kind of animation they're doing.
Also, the concept is that with the whole thing, it was something easier to produce during the quarantine.
Yep.
Because you could have less people working on it in close proximity. Because with acting, you kind of have to have the person standing next to each other for a lot of the scenes. In animation, you can have like two people in completely different rooms working on it together.
Or even across country because of the cloud.
Yes. So yeah. Just quickly looking at some stuff that has been stated. It's interesting that the voice of the voice of Natasha will not be done by her.
Yeah, most of the voices won't be done by the original actors. That's usually how voice acting goes.
Actually, I think you will find that a lot of them actually are doing it. Is this not Carter? Yeah. Peggy Carter is actually voiced by the actual Peggy Carter. Bucky Barnes is actually voiced by Sebastian Stan. Howard Stark was actually done by Dominic Cooper.
I just know that some people weren't able to voice act their lines. Like...
Zola was actually done by Zola. Now, I know that some people do have that problem where they don't believe that they should be done. Like, yeah, like Steve Rogers was actually done by someone else. But I think Samuel L. Jackson actually did Nick Fury. I didn't remember hearing him talk, but Jeremy Renner actually did voice.
Yeah, at the very, very end, he's like, "Hey, it's Captain Carter."
I didn't hear him say it, so.
Yeah. Huh.
And the guy, yeah, I can't even say his name. Dugan.
Dugan, yeah.
He was actually voiced by the guy that did him in the TV series, or not the TV series, the movies.
Well, if they can get him, I mean, it makes the most sense. But I know that there are times where they can't get them to do the lines.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times it's just like the actors will want too much money, or they find that it's like a beneath them kind of thing because of how much animation has been classified as beneath you.
Sometimes they're just not available.
But well, you can always work with that. With it, like I was saying with I remember one of our people that we watch. He was like, yeah, they called me in, basically went in there, did a bunch of lines. They didn't release it for another 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
But Sif is actually done by her, the actual actress. I'm trying to see who else. Vision is going to be done by Vision. Thanos will be actually done by Thanos. James Rhodes will actually be done by the actual actor. Doctor Strange will actually be done by
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yep. The Collector will actually be the Collector. According to this, Hank will actually be the actual actor.
Well, it's good that they got some.
Happy Hogan will be actually the actor.
If it wasn't, I'm sure he would be.
Nebula will actually be the actress. Grandmaster will actually be the actor.
Well, it's Jeff Goldblum. Like
Howard the Duck will actually be Howard the Duck. If you don't know who actually voiced Howard the Duck originally, it was actually Seth Green. So he will actually be reprising his role. Which I may be spoiling more here, telling you guys who's actually... Apparently there will be a thing about Doctor Strange. There will be a thing about Thanos at some point. I don't know.
But that's the thing, though, is that what if kind of is whenever.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is going to be like... one of those things is like, what if Thanos won something, or if it's just going to be like, Thanos just makes a small cameo and it's a small role, or what? Phil Coulson will actually be played by the guy that played Phil Coulson. Oh, hey, there you go.
Yay!
Here's your favorite.
I don't remember his name.
Craiglin will be actually done by Sean Gunn.
Yeah. I didn't know the actor's name. I knew who that was, though.
Party Thor. Chris Hemsworth will actually be Party Thor.
Oh.
Tom Hiddleston is actually going to be in it. So yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Killmonger will actually be in it, which will actually be interesting. Because that may actually be the what if dealing with Black Panther, because it's actually wrote down as King Killmonger.
So that's when T'Challa gets taken instead?
Yeah, T'Challa would be taken, which would make him king, and then T'Challa would come back and fight him for the kingdom. Would be an interesting twist. We'll see. Hopefully I'm not spoiling too much. Trying to see here. Jane Foster apparently will actually be Natalie Portman. I'm glad that they actually fixed that. Yondu will actually be Paul Rudd. So Mark Ruffalo's going to be in it. Kurt Russell. So it will be... What is that? Something I am doing over near me. It's echoing off of something. I'm wondering if those cans of Coke that are... I had to take them out of the box because one of them blew up. So I was trying to get them out of the box. So yeah, Robert Downey Jr. will not be Iron Man. But it looks like pretty much everybody else will actually be everybody else. And yeah, I didn't see his name here. But from what I understand, T'Challa will actually be played by
Boseman.
Yeah. It was like the last thing he did before his passing. He actually recorded the lines for that.
To be fair, that's a lot less harsh on the body.
Oh yeah, it's up here. It's up here. Yeah, so he's actually up at the top. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. If it's only 9 episodes, we know that one of them's going to be the What If T'Challa, which I think may be the next one. Because that's the two that they've been advertising the most, was those two.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that those are the two that they were advertising the most, because that was episode 1 and episode 2. If you go to the actual... I'm just going to mute my TV so when I start going into things don't start making... There's another TV that... There we go. I muted my TV and then I started hearing the noise. I'm like, right, Tammy's TV. We have basically 2 TVs hooked up to the same line, so that way we can actually see what I'm doing. So, they have 4 little things as their banner. Definitely the first one is... Or no, I guess it's 5.
Looks like...
Yeah, because the first one is the Agent Carter and... Or, it's Captain Carter, sorry. And Iron Man. Then it's the T'Challa as Star-Lord. And then there's zombies.
Yeah.
So there's 3 right there.
They've been pushing the zombies stuff hard on Facebook anyway.
So that may be episode 3.
And then they have...
And then it looks like it's Gamora...
replacing Thanos.
Yeah. And then there's some guy with the Infinity Stones in his armor. So I'm not quite sure who that's supposed to... That's Vision. That's fucking Vision. That's Vision. Nico, can you please get down? Come on, get down. And I think that's just the Watcher in the background. So that'll be interesting. Vision's wearing armor that has the Infinity Stones in it. Despite the fact that it has all 5 Infinity Stones, but that he's got his one in his forehead. So that's weird.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, Gamora's definitely got, Thanos' weapon.
Yeah.
So. There's at least what? If those two are actually supposed to be together, which it does look like they are. That's 1, 2. So 2, 3. At least 3 episodes right there.
Yeah.
That we know of. And we'll see what else they have. Okay. So, yeah, you can end this sometimes. So, Tim's going to start touching the screen, or the phone, so. There we go. It's 45 minutes. Woo! It's a long podcast this time. We're usually having problems getting past like 20 minutes. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And we will see you guys next time.